Welcome everybody to another video of WLA. My name is Cubeproductions, and today using Score Merchant, I'm using another anti-healing build using leverage. Well, basically every time we hook a survivor, we get a token, and for every token, the healing speed is decreased by 5% for 30 seconds after we hook a survivor. We have Blood Echo every time you hook a survivor. Any survivor who is not on the hook and injured will suffer from the hemorrhage and exhaustion status effect for 45 seconds. We have Thanophobia, which is where every time a survivor is injured, hooked, or dying, they suffer from a 2% repair, sabotage, and totem cleansing speed debuff. But if all four of them are like this, they suffer from an additional 12% to all those things. And Sly Butcher, every time we hit a survivor, they become mangled and hemorrhage, which means they take longer to heal and bleed more often. We have Brown Noise Generator, make them oblivious on generators. Then we put our drones, because we're going to put our drones near generators. And we have randomized strobes, which makes them be hindered every time they are inside of our drone radius. The point of this build, basically, is just to do the same thing we did in the last video, where basically we are going to injure them, keep them injured, by using Thanophobia and Sly Butcher to make it so that way when they're injured, they repair slower, and also when they're injured, they heal slower. And because they're all injured, using leverage as well, we have the ability to use Blood Echo, so when we hook a survivor, they become exhausted, and we make it even easier to hook them, to down them like usual. Same thing in the last video when we use Hysteria, except instead of using Hysteria, we're using Blood Echo. But let's get straight into the game, so I can show you how good this build is. Okay, we're on the Coldwood Farm, Rancid Laboratory, I think that's how you pronounce that. We'll Score Merchant. This map is not that bad for Score Merchant. The main building is annoying, but it's not that bad. So I'm gonna put my drone on this generator in the spot that I feel like is really good for it, right above the gen. That way it can hopefully detect everyone on the gen, and I won't have to keep reactivating it over and over again. I'm gonna put a drone right here because I saw a survivor and because I want to try and get a hit. I'm gonna hit the survivor, and I'm also going to protect that generator. Now they're inflicted with Sly Butcher, and every single person is doing new gens 2% slower. And then another person tries to body block, I don't know why. And they're gonna also have Sly Butcher on them, so now we have 4% decreased repair speed. Then we find another person, so we're gonna hit them if we can. And now they have 6% decreased repair speed. And you see how fast we just easily can make the game slow down basically by using this build. And we don't even have Blood Echo activated yet. So right here, I don't know why, I thought there was a breakable wall right here, so I went over here. I'm an idiot. But now I realize that I went the wrong way and I have to go break this wall to the right. So I'm going to go break the wall because I still want to try and chase this person if I can. I'm just going to reactivate these drones. Luckily for me, they just decided to sit there. I don't know why exactly, but they're healing. So I know two people are healing each other, so that means only one person's probably on a gen. So I'm chasing this person. So this is a really bad pallet actually for me. But luckily I just swung because I decided to try and mind game. The reason why I hate Coldwind Farm maps is because the maps aren't that big. But the pallets and the loops on this map are just dumb. Super dumb. So every survivor's healed before we can even use our Blood Echo and our leverage. But it doesn't really matter because the time they spent healing means time that they didn't spend on gens, so that's fine. But I knew one person was on a gen. If you do the math, one person had to be doing a gen while the other two were healing each other, if they were healing each other. So I'm going to chase this person. I know he went to the window. But I'm trying to mind game him, but he decides to don't go through straight to the window again, so I'm trying to follow him. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not really trying to play the long game this time because honestly, I'm just gonna get everyone injured, and as long as everyone stays injured, their repair speed will be lowered, and if their repair speed is lowered, I don't have to worry much about the game. So I'm gonna put a drone here to protect this generator. The generator in the pallet in the shack. It's really easy to protect when you have Score Merchant because of the fact that the drone can cover the entire building, including the generator. But I got rid of the drone because I realized that I want to chase this person, try and get them hindered. So I'm just going to place down these drones to slow down people, but it's not working out because he's leaving the loop the exact same time I placed down the drone. But I found somebody else, so I'm going to try and chase them. They're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where she's going. I thought she was going to go to the loop because these loops are pretty strong, but instead she's in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, okay. Then she just goes through me for some reason, throws the pallet down immediately. I should have brought that pallet right there, but I tried to mind game. I don't know why I always do this when I play Score Merchant. I try to mind game unsafe pallets that I know I can't mind game, but sometimes it works out like that. I didn't mind game that time, so because of that well, I did mind game. I tried to go around Then this person's gonna body block for some reason. Like I'm not going to just down him. I don't know why people. I don't know why people do this. Like it's weird. If you're gonna body block, at least body block with 2 people, not with 1 person. Like that's weird. So because he body blocked, we get 2 free hooks. So that's 2 people doing nothing. 1 person basically gonna go rescue the 2 people on the hook. And I noticed that if you notice that one of those people is actually dead on hook if we hook her again once she gets off the hook. So of course we need to keep that in mind later in the game. Now we have 3 stacks of leverage. That's 50% decreased healing speed. Doesn't really matter though because no one's healing because the 2 people who aren't injured are the 2 people who have to go rescue right now. So I'm in a really good position where I can just sit here and wait for them to rescue. So then as she rescues, I'm gonna hit her, get Solid Butcher on her, and get her injured. So then I noticed that they say this girl, so I'm gonna go after the person that I know is dead on hook if I can find where she is. But then instead I go back over here because he decided to come over here. Now he's gonna be dead on hook after he gets hooked this one time. And that's someone of my drone radius. They are oblivious now because of that reason. I believe they're on the gen, yes. They should know I'm coming though because they can see with their eyes. That's the only problem with the green add one. Yes, it makes them oblivious, but if they have eyes, they can still see where you are. I tried the mind game right there, but I forgot the Colon farm map is just dumb when it comes to pallets and hay bales and everything. So I mind game for no reason. I could have just followed her honestly, but I thought it was a pallet over there. And I was definitely wrong. I'm not really used, honestly, to playing on Colwyn Farm. I know it sounds weird considering how the maps that have the most time on them are Colwyn Farm and Macmillan Estate. I rarely play on Colwyn Farm actually, so I'm not really used to playing on these maps very often. But when I do play on them, I know I hate them. That's all I can remember. So this person's doing this gen, and they're oblivious. But again, like I said, they have eyes. They can tell where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna mind game right here. She's gonna turn back around. There's no way she can make that window and that pallet. So I'm going to quickly hit her before she can go through it. There is nothing she can do about that. She was in a really bad position. And it may look like we're kind of, you know, dying and we're losing. But you have to remember, 2 people are dead on hook, if we can find them. And 1 person just got hooked right now. We're actually in a pretty good position. And not to mention, you know, we're playing Store Merchant. So protecting generators is our best thing. So if I can just protect the gens, and now we protect the gens, we activated our blood echo. So the girl who's injured is now exhausted. She can't activate her sprint burst or whatever perk she has. So I'm just going to, of course, go after her. I know someone's on this gen, so I'm gonna try and put a drone on the wall. That way, not in the wall, but like outside the wall. That way, it protects that generator. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. This match was kind of fast in a way. Like when I say fast, I don't mean like super fast the game ended. I mean like a lot of things happen like all at once, and I'm trying to remember everything and commentate it. This person's going to sacrifice himself for his teammate. A good endeavor, but it's not gonna really matter. If I'm gonna kill him quickly. Now I could have went after that person in the gym, but I know that gym doesn't have enough progress for me to really care. So like I said, this game, even though it looks like we're losing, there are 2 people dead on hook. So now I know she's dead on hook because she's the one that's exposed. So as long as we can get her down, which we should be able to get down really fast, we can kill 2 people really fast and not have to worry. I put a drone up here to get her hindered. That way she moves 5% slower. But she sadly does not go inside the drone radius. She instead goes towards that window. So I'm gonna chase her anyway because I don't care about these gens right here. Like I know I need to care about the gens, but I want to chase her and get out the game as fast as possible. But you kind of know where she is. So I'm gonna go back over here, put this drone back up, and then go back towards the gen that I know she's on. She's oblivious. She doesn't know I'm coming. So if we can just catch her off guard, which we do. She is not paying attention, and we missed because we're bad at the game, of course. But it doesn't really matter because she's in a really bad spot. She goes in the locker, but it doesn't matter because Skull Merchant always kills people. So because of that reason, I'm stuck. I'm thinking there's someone on me, and I'm just bad. I don't know what happened, honestly. I was stuck. So I had to pile that hook as quickly as possible so I can get her out the game. I see someone is being exposed with my drone. I don't know why they're doing this to themselves. They're gonna be oblivious. Now, in theory, she should know I'm coming because, like, she's exposed. She should know I'm coming. But for some reason, they're so oblivious, they don't even know I'm coming. So she's down really fast. And this game went from gen rushers, basically, to get down as fast as possible because of this build. Blood Echo making them Blood Echo making them exhausted really help. Thanophobia making them do the generator slower, and Slowly Butcher plus leverage making them basically not want to heal is a really good combination, which is why I think this build is actually pretty good. I do think Blood Echo is actually a good perk. I wish it didn't have a cooldown, considering how no one uses it, but I don't know why Blood Echo has a 6-second cooldown. But I think Blood Echo is a really good perk. And this girl kills herself on the hook for some reason. I don't know why she did that, honestly, but at the same time, I kind of see why the game is basically over. Like, you see, this game went really fast. Like, the beginning was kind of slowish. We injured a bunch of people, but at the same exact time, we weren't able to actually do much. But then as the game progressed and 2 people got down really fast, and we had 2 people dead on hook, it was basically GG at that point. So right now we're trying to find the hatch, but it doesn't really matter if we get the if they get the hatch or not, because I feel like this build was showcased pretty well. We basically just anti-heal. We basically just make the healing really tough. So because healing is tough, one of 2 things happens. They either don't want to heal anymore, or they heal, and as they heal, we realize, oh, they're healing. I don't care if they're healing or not. I'm just going to make it harder for them to heal, and it'll take longer. If they decide to not heal, we can get really fast downs. And if they decide to heal, then they're not doing gens, and that makes it easier for us to win the game. But this girl, she was not actually on the hatch. She was right at the exit gate waiting for me to close the hatch so she could escape. So kudos to her, honestly. Most survivors look for the hatch and then that's it. But she was looking for the exit gate. So we do let one escape, sadly, but it doesn't really matter because we still achieved my goal of showing off this amazing build. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video with anyone you know. And please tell me more builds you want to see. I'm going to use probably a Nurse's Calling on this build as well, because it actually is pretty good. Leverage is a really good perk. Actually, all Score Merchants 3 teachable perks are good. The Whack is amazing. Leverage is actually really good, because at first I thought it only worked when survivors heal each other, but no, it works on any healing, so Leverage is really good. Blood Echo made it so that way they were exhausted, so they couldn't use Head On and Sprint Burst. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love reading y'all's comments. I'll see y'all on the next video. Have a nice day.